So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways on how you can get your tasks done even when you feel lazy. Firstly, is to face the problem when it occurs. Like those videos that I make. Sometimes, I make like a specific script that says like topics, not like exact, word to word, like what I say in like each video. No, sometimes I just sit down and just speak my mind like freely without caring what could come out of my mouth. And a lot of times, I would literally face a problem. Okay, my voice there like a crack. Something I pronounced it wrong. Something that explained it in a difficult way. A lot of obstacles would come in my way. But what I decided to do is that I decided to face that issue when it occurs. I did not just, before I press record, here, I did not just say, okay, I might say this wrong, so I might, maybe I had something wrong in the script, so I go and research and see what's. I did not do that. I chose to keep walking forward. And when a problem comes up, I literally solve it instantly, like as soon as it comes up. I did not sit here thinking of unnecessary things. Like I can't just sit down and just say, okay, maybe my microphone is not on. Maybe the ring light is not that bright. That actually rhymes, by the way. You might think that, for example, there is like an opportunity that you want to take. It can be like a free offer, like a scholarship or whatever. You are thinking, maybe there could be a better opportunity, or maybe it's too risky to do that thing I want to do. Bro, if you hesitate, your moment moves on because you gave them room to basically breathe. When you think of what's gonna happen, you don't do things, bro. When you take action, you let things happen, and once they occur, you solve the issue. That means don't think of like what's gonna happen in like few seconds. Just take the bat and just swing instantly. So now let's say you're trying to start a business. All you gotta do is just start your research. Sit down on your computer, start researching on things that could help you. Start looking for guides, start looking for books that are going to help you. Once you started doing that action, even whatever your mind is telling you, you even did it regardless. There is just one important question I want you to ask yourself. Am I doing enough? Or you could ask, could I do more? Those two questions help you identify, how am I taking this action? Did I just take, okay, I'm just tippy-toesing to see what's going on? Or am I actually going fully in that thing that I want to do? Because no questions asked. Once you do more, you get better results. There's something I forgot to say, unfortunately. When I say that you face the issue when it occurs, I don't specifically mean all of the issues that you face. The issues I am talking about are the issues that occur in your workspace. Like, for example, when you're boxing, don't think of you over drinking water and then it doesn't make you feel better, or maybe any negative feeling that could occur in the process of boxing. When you think of those kind of situations, it kind of pushes you away. But when you face the issue, when it occurs, you realize that you have to face the issue, whatever the issue is. Like I'm not sure if I can give you good examples here, but I think you grasp what I'm talking about. When you're at your job and you're thinking of someone who's like your manager is going to rage at you, don't think of those negative stuff. Once they occur, then you can actually think about it when it occurs itself. But on the other hand, there are things that are essential for you to think about. Like, for example, your interview, for example. You have to think what would happen in the interview, what kind of questions they could ask. Or maybe, for example, let's say you are afraid that, like, you don't know what you're gonna do if your son told you that he wants to get a girlfriend. Those are things you can actually think about right now, because once they occur, or if you're not really sure to give the best possible answer for him, that means your son. So right now you read books about relationship, parenting, psychology, all of those kind of stuff that could help you bring a better answer for those unexpected things that could happen in your life. But what I meant in this video is when you are working, the process of working, there could be some things that could negatively occur in that process. Don't think about those stuff and face them when they occur at that time. Once you do more and once you start getting results, it is very, very obvious that you are going to face unexpected things. And this is not an excuse for you to sit down and you complain. No, this should actually be something that motivates you. Because obstacles, once you face them, you get stronger mentally, physically, basically, literally, you name it. But you get stronger. That obstacle, don't sit and start complaining about it. Instantly think of ways you can actually surpass it. If you haven't tried, then it obviously you will stay in the same exact place. And yeah, my voice is getting kind of gone. Just because the situation isn't exactly to your likings, isn't something that you like, or maybe you don't feel ready, doesn't mean that you actually don't wait for something that clicks. If you want momentum, you'll have to create it your own. And yeah, all you gotta do is just get started. There is a trap that I want you to be very, very careful from. When you're working and you're doing amazing, everything is going great, you have that feeling of saying, you know what if I just decided to just stop working, because I have been working for a while, so let me just stop working and start to relax. Let me listen to music, let me play some games, let me go out and drink and vibe with my friends. The reason this is the trap is because you broke the momentum. And instead of having a break for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, you decided to get yourself fully off your environment and spend few days, if not few weeks, away from your work environment. There is obviously nothing wrong with relaxing and enjoying your time. What's wrong about it is that you are taking so long to actually get back to your workflow. You're going to ask me, why is listening to music and playing games actually something that could distract me? I can literally listen to music while working. You are right. But music and games, they are not made for you to relax. No, they are made for you to keep repeating it over and over and over again. A game is not built so you can just play it. The game is built for you to play again and to go to the next series and to go to the next game because they want your attention. Same thing with music. They make the song in a way that is shaped for you to keep listening, to go to another song and another song and another song. That's why, honestly, that's probably why in Islam it's actually haram to listen to music. And it's also haram to spend a lot of time in games, or maybe games at all are haram. I'm not really that into that, but maybe it is. Same thing with social media. Same thing with drinking. They are made for you to keep going back to them and spending a lot of time to them. Why? Is because they give you a lot of comfort, happiness, dopamine. So you tend to enjoy that. And obviously you will spend a lot of time there. But if you restrict yourself from those addictive stuff, you will realize that your only source of dopamine is literally just progress and winning and getting that work done. Someone might ask me and tell me, does that mean I should work 24 hours? No, it does not mean that, bro. If you are organized enough, you can work for how long? For 8 hours, for example. You take 2 hours, then 30 minutes break, then 2 hours, then 30 minutes break, and then you keep doing it until you finish a whole 8-hour session. What I'm trying to get into is that free time that you have. Besides those 8 hours, obviously in those 8 hours you won't have your phone, your iPad, your laptop if you're studying, or for example, you basically put yourself in an environment where you don't have any distractions. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you do in your free time. In your free time, you tend to pursue more things that are addictive. Obviously, if you know that they are addictive and how they can get you addicted, you will obviously stop them. So when you don't have like a time screen for your phone, you will realize that you're on your phone scrolling day and night. And once you get in your workspace, you still want to scroll day and night. Restriction could actually help you overcome this trap. There is also something else that you have to do it, whether you restrict yourself or you don't. You have to be aggressive and you have to take risks. And I know when I say aggressive and taking risks, I know you're gonna have the wrong definition that you're gonna do violence, you're going to do illegal stuff. No, it's not that at all. Hear this story. In World War II, there was no worse assignment than for the British troops to go to North Africa. Because of the bad weather and because of the train, and it was just like incredibly hard on them. They acted exactly how they felt. Slow, cautious, taking their time. You know, like I know like hot weather would make you lazy. They would get lazy sometimes. For the Germans, it's a whole different story. General Rommel, he viewed war as a game. So he saw those challenges as like a motivation for him to keep moving forward. You know, even his troops once said, once there is Rommel, we are moving forward. They exactly said, where Rommel is, there is the front. This should make you understand that your default mindset should always be moving forward, even in your free time. You know, I'll tell you something I do personally, and it always works. Whenever I feel that, you know, that my heart is raging for something I want to do, like for example, I want to try, you know, biking, but taking my hands off the wheel. I would try it. And once a problem, you know, comes up, as if like the wheel, or like the steering wheel is going a little bit to the left and my hands are off, I would instantly grab it and I would steer it back, you know, in line. You know, I kept doing this until it became something like, I love this. I love having that my heart is raging. So whenever I'm getting myself into a risk, there is also dopamine. And for being aggressive, I want you to be aggressive in what? You know what? This feeling is stopping me from becoming better. No, I will not let it stop me. I will actually see the root cause of it, and I'm going to do exactly what I don't feel like doing. And finally, the best way for your path is through it. What does that mean? That means that in order for you to actually keep moving forward and to not be left behind, is to actually go through the pain. Since this pain is inevitable anyway, why don't you just face it? Let it be something that, you know, scratches your identity and makes you learn more. Don't just live by, you know, in your bubble. No. I want you to go to the most uncomfortable positions and just live in that. Live by the edge. That means you have to stop stalking that girl that you've been trying to get, or that girl that you left in like a while ago. You have to face that uncomfortable truth. Keep in mind, once you put in your mind that you failed, you will get soft again. You will start overthinking before taking any action, and you will not go through it. And as I always say, remember, no one will save you but yourself.